So there's actually a really cool trick that you can do with Mortal Kombat Online that will allow you to unlock a new announcer that I'm seeing some folks aren't either familiar with or they're not completely sure how to do it. And it's super easy, and I'm going to tell you how to do it right now. And it basically adds Kronika to the selectable voice announcer options in the menu. And I, for one, love it. I use it exclusively because I like the idea of having something different, but also it perfectly matches up, with what's going on in the game and the storyline. So I really like it, and it's free and it's easy to do. Now, this is going to be on Android. This involve your Android-based phones. I'm sure it's a similar, if not exactly the same process for you folks on iPhones and the Apple Store. So it's two parts. It involves both the mobile app and then the console game, the console version. So what you need to do is go onto your phone's online store. Like I said, for me, it's the Google Play for Android. You download the Mortal Kombat app, and it's essentially like Mortal Kombat X, like the gameplay from that. When they said download the app, because I got the prompt in the game and it said download the app, I assumed it was going to be like a companion app, but it's actually a game. And so you have to download it, install it, and you actually have to play through the first 4 or 5 matches because it's kind of a tutorial training thing. But once you get through that, you'll get to the main menu, and you can save and you can back out and go back into other games. But from there, you can actually pull up the settings menu. So again, remember, if you have to play through the first couple matches first, because I was trying to find the menu and I couldn't get to it, and I kept turning the app off and turning it back on, trying to find it. But yeah, you have to play through the initial matches because it's training you on how to play the game. Once you do that, then you'll get to the main menu, and then you'll have your settings options. So you go in there, and there should be a menu in there for a code. It'll either say mobile code or link code or something like that. You select that, it'll give you, I think, a 6-digit number. And then you come back to your game, and you load up your console version, which I'll show you right now. So you go into your game, and you take the code, and you input it into, let's see, I believe, let me just double check here, I want to make sure I'm telling you right. It involves the combat card, so you hit LT to bring the combat card up. And it should give you an option. Let me make sure I'm showing you guys right. You're in your settings menu, tournament, controls, online, audio, interactive. I think okay, so it's actually right here. So you see in the options menu, if you look at the top where it says right under options, you hit X and it says link to mobile. And then once you do that, you put the code in. And once the code is in, it will link your console version to your Xbox version. You come into your audio settings here. You go down to announcer voice, and you'll see I already have it selected. Kronika is now available. So I'll actually give you a little preview here. That's the classic. And then you can hear her there. Now you also notice, look, I also have Shao Kahn. That's another thing that not a lot of people know about. But if you do want a third announcer voice option, all you got to do, that's actually just involves the game. But some people don't know that if you finish the tutorial menu, you have to go through every single one. And it's kind of grindy and it's kind of pain in the butt to get through it all, especially for people who are already familiar with the game and know how to play. It took me a couple hours to grind through every single tutorial. But once you do that, you get Shao Kahn as a selectable option as well. But for me, I thought it was going to be cool. It really wasn't that big a deal for me because he sounds too similar to the default. I'll show you here. If you notice, here's the classic version. Fight. I'm sorry, actually that's Kronika. Here's the classic version. Fight. And then here is Shao Kahn. So you can kind of see they're basically the same. I wanted something different. So if you want Kronika, that's where you'd put her at. It's literally, it took me maybe, it took me 5 minutes to get it set up. Now, I had to play through those initial screens, like I said, but not a big deal. It didn't take long at all. I think total, I was able to unlock this in about 10 minutes. So if you're looking for something cool to add a little bit of little bit of variety to the game, you should definitely do that. And like I said, I'm seeing a lot of people that aren't familiar with how to even unlock her or how to link their mobile account to that. So this is the way. It's super easy, and definitely check it out because it's worth it.